Hey guys, I'm back again with another video, and in this video, I'm going to show you the lost episode of Lazytown, but there is a dark history behind this, and let's see, lost episode of Lazytown. Okay, okay. Okay, oh my gosh. The hyper interruption. Oh, goodness. Alright. Um, Sorry about that, guys. But there might. Um, okay, I just don't know why. This one says. Okay, so this one says, guys, Lazytown, no more Lazytown. So here is the story. Has any of you guys heard? Okay, sorry. Alright, so let me start from the top and then down to the bottom. Alright. Has any of you guys ever heard of a kids' TV show, Lazytown? I remember I used to watch that show when I was little. The show is about a girl named Stephanie who moved to Lazytown to live with her uncle, Mayor Milford Meanswell. And she even goes on every fun adventure with her kid friends where they are singing and doing a lot of stuff. Whenever she and the others get in danger, an energetic hero named Sporticus always saves the day, and the show even has a villain named Robbie Rotten who basically involved with Lazytown a lot. But what if I told you that a lost episode exists? On Saturday, I was in a store in town to see what I could buy. Nothing was interesting until I came to the DVD aisle. They have DVDs like SpongeBob, Thomas and Friends, Powerpuff Girls, Pingu, etc. I went to the L section and noticed a Lazytown DVD. The DVD was called Lazytown, Friends Forever, and Other Stories. The cover shows Sporticus, Stephanie, and Robbie Rotten in a yellow background. Even it had the BBFCU rating, BBC logo, and the DVD video logo. I look at the episode's title on the back cover. They were Friends Forever, Dancing Dreams, Snow Monster, Trash Trouble, and a title I had never heard before, No More Lazytown. No More Lazytown? I wonder. What's gonna happen in this episode, I thought to myself. The DVD was only $1, so I went to the cashier and paid for the DVD, and went home to watch the DVD. When I got home, I entered the disc into my DVD player and began to watch the DVD. The DVD started the B with the BBC warning screen and the BBC video ident to 1998. Then it took me to the DVD menu. The menu showed Sporticus, Stephanie, and Robbie Rotten in a dark purple background. The options were play all, episode selection, extras, and subtitles. I pressed play all. The first 4 episodes were normal, but the last one, dear God, what did I just watch? Before the episode started, a warning came up on the screen that read, "This Lazytown episode was first and only project made by Jay Thompson before he was fired in 2006. This episode wasn't meant to end the series, and it contained content and not suitable for younger audiences. Please watch it at your own risk." "Great," I whispered. "Here comes the real madness." As usual, the episode started with a view of Sporticus' airship in the sky. Then it cut to Sporticus doing his gymnastics. Sorry. Then it cut to Sporticus doing his gymnastics. "Phew, I sure do like to exercise a lot," he said. Sporticus noticed something strange outside his window. "Huh?" Sporticus asked, confused as he ran to the window. "What's the matter with the sky, eh?" Sporticus turned to camera and later screamed, but it sounded like a realistic more than acting. It cut to the intro, but something was off. The sky was still blood red, but Sporticus didn't think any of it. Neither did Stephanie, Robbie, Ziggy, Pixel, Stinky, and Trixie. Oops! I think they meant to say stingy. It's stingy, not stinky. Oh my God. But the intro played in its normal state despite the different sky. When it showed the title episode, when it showed the title, No More Lazytown, Stephanie didn't mention the title at all. It was instead of a demonic voice. The episode started with a view of Robbie's underground bunker. Then it cut to the inside of the underground bunker. It started with Robbie sitting on his orange chair and thinking about his new plan to get back on Lazytown. Robbie got off his chair and said, "Okay, I'm still sick and tired of Lazytown. I'm even more sick and tired of seeing these people having fun. I'm always sick and tired of getting so much dislike from its neighbors. I know, I'm going to turn Lazytown into lazy hell," Robbie said while laughing manically. Lazy hell? Why would they use the word hell in a TV show for small children? I thought to myself, in confusion. Robbie went outside and had a terrible feeling about what he was going to do with one of the kids. Robbie went outside and had a terrible feeling about what he was going to do to one of the kids. It cut to Ziggy walking around and licking his lollipop. Robbie went to Ziggy and said, "Well, you know, I have I've always wanted Lazytown to be even more lazier. You guys shouldn't have done a lot of attention, like, come on. What's wrong with you all? What? Ziggy asked in confusion. After Ziggy finished his sentence, Robbie grabbed the gun and shot him to death. Stephanie and the others went outside to see what was going on, and they realized that Robbie had killed Ziggy. Ziggy! Stephanie questioned. Oh no! Stingy panicked. What? Crispy gasped. Who did all this? Robbie then turned around to the other and said, well, traitors. I've just shot your friend. Now it's you guys' turn, Robbie said. Arr! Run! Stephanie yelled. Stephanie and the others ran away as Robbie was chasing them. Robbie grabbed Stingy by the shoulder and pushed him to the ground. Robbie punched Stingy as he was screaming in agony. Stingy was very injured. He couldn't breathe and he couldn't get up. Robbie grabbed a chainsaw and decapitated Stingy, slowly killing him. Blood was splattered everywhere as Stingy was getting murdered. The blood was not CGI or red paint. It was real. The others were still running away from Robbie, but he grabbed the shotgun and shot Pixel's back as he collapsed to the ground. Robbie poured gasoline out of gas canister over Pixel. Robbie took out a box of matches from his pocket and lit one of them on fire. Pixel was screaming and panicking as he saw the match drop on the gasoline-soaked clothes. Pixel soon became nothing more than ash. Stephanie and Trixie were the only survivors. They screamed and sobbed for a while after discovering their friends were dead. They tried to run to the mayor's house, but it was too late because the house exploded. As we could also see, the mayor flew away. Uncle, Stephanie gasped. Are you okay? Stephanie and Trixie had to check if the mayor was okay, but it turns out he wasn't. The mayor was already dead. Stephanie and Trixie started to cry after seeing Stephanie's uncle and their friends dead. I'm so sorry, Uncle, Stephanie sobbed. More buildings were exploded and Lazytown was in ruins. Robbie then went... okay. Robbie then went to Stephanie and Trixie and he grabbed a knife and stabbed them both to death. Stephanie and Trixie finally died. Then it cut to Sporticus inside his airship. He was doing some gymnastics and he usually does. But then his crystal beeped and said, someone is in trouble. That's what he usually said when his crystal beeped. Just then, his airship exploded and it felt like it was going to hit the ground. Sporticus panicked and screamed like crazy as his airship fell from the blue sky. His airship fell to the ground and it then exploded. However, Sporticus was still alive, but he was too injured to get up. It got to Robbie, and I noticed that he used an RPG to shoot Sporticus's airship. Robbie then went to Sporticus and said, Sporticus, I forgot about you the entire time. Robbie Rotten, what's going on? And what happened to Lazytown? Sporticus spoke in a shocked tone, coughing for a bit. I will show you what I have done to the others, Robbie replied. It moved to the next scene, and Sporticus was walking very badly due to him being seriously injured. Sporticus then saw the dead bodies of Stephanie, Zicky, Stingy, Pixel, Trixie, Maya, and Bessie. Sporticus screamed in horror after seeing his one and only friends dead. The scream, however, didn't sound cartoonish or acting up. It sounded realistic. Robbie then grabbed the sword and stabbed Sporticus back a few times, slowly killing him. Robbie then put Sporticus' dead body with the other and poured gasoline out of a gas canister all over them. Robbie took out another matchet and lit it on fire to burn the dead bodies. Lazytown was in ruins. All the buildings were destroyed and all the characters were dead. Yes, I did it! I finally did it! I turned Lazytown into Lazy Hell! No one can stop me! This is my territory right now! Robbie shouted while laughing manically. The screen faded to black for a while. The episode returned and then it cut inside in Robbie Rotten's underground bunker. Then he said, Well, my job is done now. What a really hard day, right? I guess I'll go to sleep now. Then he went to sleep and started dreaming. The dream was Robbie going outside and Lazytown was still in ruins. But something horrifying happened. Robbie noticed that all of the characters that the characters were still alive, but they were zombies. Robbie was so scared to see them as zombies, so he ran away from them. Then he ran away screaming fiercely, and the zombies were chasing him. Robbie's foot ran into the rock and he accidentally fell to the ground. He tried to get up, but the zombies grabbed him in the shoulder and bit him. Robbie was screaming in agony as he was getting bit by zombies. When Robbie got up, he also turned into a zombie. Everyone in Lazytown were zombies, including Robbie himself. The outro played with Stephanie singing the outro theme song, but it played differently. Stephanie's zombie counterpart took Stephanie's place, and you know that the outro usually shows the random scenes. From the episodes, the outro was played in. Well, this outro showed the death scenes of the characters. After the outro played, it cut to Robbie waking up his chair screaming. After he woke up, then he started to cry for what he had done. What have I done? This job was a mistake. I shouldn't have destroyed them in the first place. Robbie sobbed. Lazytown is no more, and Lazy Hell is not a thing, Robbie said. The episode ended and it cut to the credits, but the background was red instead of blue. The text was yellow instead of white, and the theme song played in a low pitch with a demonic effect applied to it. After the credits played, it cut to the BBC closing logo, but the former was red tinted and the music was demonically slowly low pitched. Yeah, demonically low pitched. It cut to BBC warning screen, but the text was red instead of white. Then it went to the DVD menu. This episode completely horrified me completely. I had nightmares about the episode for days. Since it was disturbing, I smashed the DVD into pieces and moved on. I still have nightmares about the episode, which is why I didn't want to go to sleep because I just want my nightmare to be over. After a few days, I finally felt better since I hadn't told anyone about the episode. If you find a VHS or DVD that has a lost episode, watch it at your own risk if you want. Okay guys, so what do you think of the Lazytown lost episode story? Gory for these days? Nah. Lazytown is all about getting healthy and active. So let me know in the comments below if you still love Lazytown. We hope you have a good day and I'll see you in the next one.